We didn't believe the stories about the old house on Elm Street. We were young, and a cheap rent was all that mattered. The strange things started small. A book left open on a page we hadn't read. A faint scent of perfume in an empty room. The piano would sometimes play a single lonely note deep in the night. We thought it was the pipes, the wind. Then, one rainy evening, I saw her. She wasn't a terrifying specter. She was just a woman, translucent and pale, standing by the window in the upstairs hall. She was looking out the street, her hand resting on the glass as if waiting for someone. She never looked at us. She never spoke. She'd just appear, always in that same spot, always watching. We finally asked an old neighbor. He sighed and told us. A woman named Eleanor lived there decades ago. Her fiancé never returned from the war. She waited for him at that window every day until the day she died. She wasn't haunting the house. She was still waiting. We moved out at the end of the month. We left quietly, and we left the window unlocked. Some people don't haunt a place because they're angry. They haunt it because they're alone.